What up, my fellow dorks? It is the Turtle Dork back with a new reaction for you today. So pretty excited about this one because for this film, this movie will still be on my most anticipated list for 2019, even though it comes out in January. It is Glass. Super excited for this movie. The sequel, the completed trilogy, whatever you want to call this, the continuation of the story of Mr. Glass, David Dunn, and I can't remember McAvoy's name. The Beast. We'll just call him The Beast. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this. I really enjoyed what we saw at Comic-Con with the first trailer, and the kind of the angle that they're taking with this is a little intriguing. It wasn't necessarily what I thought they were going to do with it, but I know M. Night has probably got some pretty creative ideas with what he wants to do with these characters, as far as like where he's setting these characters at the beginning of this film, or where it looks like the majority of this film could be taking place in this kind of like asylum or institute. But it's just great to kind of see all three of these characters together, especially after seeing Split and seeing that reveal of how it's tied into Unbreakable, and to see those characters, Bruce Willis and Sam Jackson from Unbreakable, because to me that is M. Night's just that's his best film in my opinion. Love that movie. So to see kind of all this kind of come together, it's really exciting. So yeah, with no further ado, let's go ahead and check out the second trailer for Glass.
Elijah's changed over the years. He's given up. You keep him heavily sedated, but there is a reason for that.
That music got his mother back.
You won't be lonely anymore. You have two new friends.
The three of you think you have extraordinary gifts, like something out of a comic book. I've developed an effective treatment for this disorder. The light will force a different identity to take over.
Por favor, senora. I want my headphones back. Step away from the controls now, little doctor. Can't beat the beast!
So you're not going to shake my hand and let me walk out of here?
Good for you. What do you want?
I am here to see if tales of the extraordinary being are true. May I meet the beast?
I'm Mary Reynolds.
I need your abilities to get us all out of here and show the world we exist. That sounds like the bad guys teaming up. Do you believe you are an avenging angel, partner? I will avenge us.
I have to get out of here before he gets out.
They are contained.
Anymore.
They always underestimate the mastermind.
Oh man.
David, I found someone who will require your full attention. You shouldn't be hiding in the shadows. You might want to try and stop us.
Just forcing his hand.
A lot of people are going to die.
That looked like a PB and J sandwich.
We are not meant to have this much power.
Finally, all of us together for the world to see what we are capable of. You need to get out of here.
What have you done, Elijah?
God, I love that theme. Man, that music from Unbreakable and the way they brought that back, especially in that beginning. Oh man, it's just like, it just brings you back into that world. Man, that looks, you know what I'm thinking about this film is like, it feels, but you know what? I wouldn't even think that's a bad thing. it feels like it's a little bit contained. That I think and like I was saying before, I think the majority of the film might take place in and around that institute. But of course, we do see some shots in the city and in some other locations as well, because it does seem like it's about Elijah trying to kind of break them out of there so they can kind of expose their abilities to the world. And he's really kind of forcing the hand of David Dunn to really kind of, get him to kind of realize what he wants to show the world and whatnot. But I don't know, I like that. And I think for a film like this, especially when you look at the tone for something like Unbreakable and Split, it's like, okay, now that you're combining these worlds, you have this quote-unquote cinematic universe, you don't want to go very broad and grand and operatic with this. You still want to kind of maintain that tone that you've set in those first two films, but still kind of make something kind of grand that the fans and the people want to expect, because they're excited to see these characters. They're excited to see these characters interact with each other. So I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's going to be a bad thing if the movie is contained in the way that it kind of feels in this trailer. But yeah, it was interesting to see, like, even now Elijah's mother is kind of with him on this, or on his side. But a mother's love, regardless if your child is evil or not, she's gonna love her baby. But yeah, I'm digging that, man. I'm gonna have to watch that a couple more times. But I love these. I love those first two films, man. To see this, it's exciting. It really is, man. I also think Sarah Paulson is an X factor in this movie. There's a line where it's like Bruce Willis says something about you don't want me to touch your hand before you leave here. And then even when we got towards the end of the trailer and you start seeing some of the quick cuts, it looks like she's pulled into the action. And there was a quick shot of her hand and David Dunn's hands touching. And I think that he's either going to see something, or in some way, shape, or form, her story is going to be either directly or indirectly related to these three characters, whether she has some type of abilities as well, or if something from her past is directly related to an incident that may have happened between her and one of those three characters. But I think that there's definitely going to be more to her character than what they're showing us, and I like that. And we could always expect that from M. Night. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comments below. Go ahead, rate, like, subscribe, and share, and go ahead and check out my other dorks at Mouth Dork, at The Disco Dork, and at Sidewalk Siren. And as for me, I am The Turtle Dork, and with that, I'm out.